TalkinRonpa. Welcome back, TalkinRonpa, the mini podcast where Blindcat and I are discussing Danganronpa V3. As usual, quick heads up at the start. If you haven't played Danganronpa 1 or 2,
don't watch this.
If you haven't played Danganronpa V3 up to where we're at,
yeah, don't watch this.
Okay, I think they're all gone. So, why hello there, Blindcat.
It's been quite a wild ride.
Yeah, Chapter 2 had a lot going on. A lot more than I expected Chapter 2 to have going on. They set up so many people that could be potentially the victim. Up until it happened, I had no idea who it was going to be.
They also opened up quite a few areas.
Yeah, they're breaking convention with this game. In the past two games, it would always open up like a very specific, it felt very video gamey. Like, okay, now we're on level 2, the second floor of Hope's Peak, or the second island, the second game. And that's like where everything is going to be contained for this chapter. It's going to be on this new place. The murder's going to take place here. All the stuff we introduce here is going to pertain to the murder. This time, that big part that we expected the second area to be was that hexagonal thing in the courtyard, and it's just a joke building and a game corner.
A gambling's no joke. It does look like there will be a series of mini games unlocked there, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's also a additional reward for going through the chapters.
I think those are just all like built upon the trial mini games, and the ones that are locked are the ones we haven't seen yet. I think we saw those.
Oh, that would make sense.
Both in the demo. There's a car-looking mini game, and there was a car mini game in the demo for the trial, which we'll probably get in this trial, which is the new logic dive.
We saw basically what the salmon fishing is too, with the mono eye during our last trial. So.
Oh, which is Hangman's Gambit V3.
Yeah.
Which is way better than the other two. I like it a lot. Doesn't make me as nervous watching wrong letters bump into each other.
So I guess it's also a way so you can practice for the trials.
Oh yeah, that too. Because you got to go through and get S ranks on all of them for probably achievements. I went back last time you talked about the intimacy events in the menu.
Mm-hmm. Something
that you went and checked out right after first trial ended. Now that we're playing as Shuichi, I scrolled through and there were like 38 or something intimacy events. No, that number's wrong. There are 38 different skins for the monopad. There are a ton of intimacy events, and I saw what you meant about having Kaede or Shuichi in a little icon next to him. Some of those aren't free time events, I noticed in there.
No, they are not. Some of them are like the little bonus events.
Yeah, the ones you get for having a certain item at a certain point in the game.
Yeah, speaking of which, you did not get the key from the casino before you got to Deadly Life.
No, I did not get any items from the casino. I grinded for a while on the slots and didn't have good luck, so I stopped and went on with the game because you had reached Daily Life, and I didn't want to leave you behind at the end of Daily Life.
I spent so many hours just playing the slot machine. I thought you were getting way ahead of me too.
Yeah.
You should have.
Oh, did that do an event in this portion of the game? Oh no!
It did. In fact, it was the most intimate of intimacy events.
Oh no! I'm on the edge of my seat.
That hotel.
Oh,
that's what the key is for.
Oh no! Is that like a full area?
It is. It is not. It is. It is a place where embarrassing things happen.
But what I'm asking, is there a hidden Monokuma in it?
No, you can't explore it.
Oh, okay. Because I only found 3 hidden Monokumas this time.
Oh, I found 5.
You found all 5?
I found all 5.
Where the hell were the other 2? I looked all over. A correction
One was
first. We've been calling those the hidden monocubs. They're just hidden Monokumas with the colors of the Monokubs on them.
Have you been saying hidden monocups?
Haven't I?
Oh, I've thought you were saying Kuma.
I went the entire first series of podcasts thinking we were picking up hidden Monokubs, but they're just hidden Monokumas with like accessories, like dragon wings and backpacks.
I thought the colors you were talking about were referring to those accessories.
Yeah, I just confused it in my mind. I think I was calling them by Monokub names. Like,
Oh.
Anyway. I found the blue one, the green one, and the yellow one.
I believe you're missing the first one, aren't you? And
yeah,
probably the second
and the
or third.
I'm not sure if they're positioned on the shelf in order, but the 3 I have are in the center of the shelf.
So I found the first one last because I had access to it last. And that jerk was in the warehouse.
I never went to the warehouse in this chapter.
Oh, you didn't go to all the places where the first trial was related, just so that Suichi can stew over it? And I think the other one you're missing was the one that I kinda happened upon by chance while just running around in circles. So I was looking for it, but I didn't expect to just find it outside. At the corner where you turn in towards the back room where the boiler room is and near the cafeteria side.
I found that was the very first one I found.
That
was the blue one.
Third floor underneath a bench.
That was the second one I found. That was the green one.
Ooh.
I was not expecting them to have. In the second game, they never put a hidden Monokuma in a room that you had gone to before. It wasn't chapter specific.
Oh, the warehouse one, yeah.
Yeah, the warehouse one and the outside one. Not there in chapter 1.
Oh, you know what? I know what one you're missing.
I bet you don't.
Is it the one in Miyu's lab?
I found that one. It's the yellow one.
Okay.
So where was the pink one?
Was there even one that was pink?
Shouldn't they be the colors of the Monokubs?
I think they're just wearing whatever.
I noticed that they're already recycling the models. Like chapter 1, he had green dragon wings, I want to say. Now he has blue ones. So it's just 5 different...
No, those were green angel wings. These are green demon wings. Or dragon wings.
Okay, but they are recycling the model. It's just they're cycling the colors of the accessory each time.
Well, it could be doing different little jigs. You don't know.
Which means 5 chapters. 5 different color combinations for each accessory.
I can't think of which one where the last one is right now.
Well, maybe it'll come to you. In the meantime, how much do you remember of that cold open before we got the title card for chapter 2? It was the longest thing ago, so maybe you won't remember much.
Oh, right. The zoom out of the little shrine to Kaede.
Yeah, the little memorial for Kaede.
But then you zoom out, and there were 16 of them.
Oh, you did notice that. There were 16, and the people talking were talking as if everybody in those pictures were dead.
Not only that, but they were remembering them fondly. Well, not fondly so much as saying how much it was a waste for them to have died, since they were the only ones that could have given this world hope.
Yeah, so... And they were, quote, killed by that group, which could mean they were killed by Ultimate Despair, or the Future Foundation. Or the two.
Or whatever Ultimate Hunt is.
Or these people viewing these portraits are Ultimate Hunt, and that's why they think it was a waste of talent.
There was another big reveal in that the flashlight.
Oh, the flashback light.
Yeah. So everyone willingly gave up their memories.
Yeah, and they tried to erase the fact that they're ultimates from themselves.
And that way they wouldn't be targeted by Ultimate Hunt. And so there was a period of time where they were just normal high schoolers. And I guess that would explain
the disparity between Shuichi and Kirigiri.
I was going to say it would explain the beginning when they all woke up and they had no idea what their ultimate abilities were all about.
Oh.
Since A lot of their ultimate abilities would have manifest early on, and they would have at least remembered them being good at something,
Hmm.
even if they weren't scouted yet. So
Right.
that was probably what that was.
Okay, so somebody has when they went into this whatever machine to erase their memories willingly, somebody has hijacked it. Somebody who's behind Monokuma has hijacked this machine and used it
Yeah.
to put them in the killing game, or is stolen that machine and is using it later on for their purposes.
So, with the 4 Monocubs, we had 4 new areas open up. But there was still one fifth weird thing.
There were a couple other weird things.
Object-wise?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, there was also that weird box next to Miyu's lab.
Yeah, that looks like a trash can.
Yeah, with some kind of indent. And then there was the weird ninja statue. I'm wondering if Monokid was here, were we supposed to get a 5th, or was it always intended Monokub died for the second trial?
Oh.
Or after the first trial, I mean.
Oh, what the Monokubs would have done if there were all 5?
Yeah. Was this game set up beforehand so that there'd be 4 new area reveals?
Yeah, if they planned it out. I don't think they planned it out that way, that there were exactly this many. But if trend follows, another Monokub is going to die this chapter, and we'll only get 3 next time. And I gotta say, it's Monosuke, the yellow Monokub.
No.
Yeah.
Monosuke is my favorite.
But he's also not kowtowing to Monodam's bullshit.
What?
He's not playing the game.
Monotaro's next.
Monotaro and Monophony are playing nice, and Monosuke is raising attitude. So I think
I don't know.
dies.
Monophony has been messing up quite a bit.
You can't kill off Monophony though. She's the best one.
She's probably integral to the plot because this is the second time she's screwed up here.
Which are you referring to?
The monopads going to the wrong room.
Was that her fault? I thought that was Monotaro's fault.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that was her fault.
Was one of them supposed to bring a flashlight? I really want to say that was Monotaro that had the line about not knowing which one was which. Do you think that was actually an accident?
On purpose? Yeah, I think that was done on purpose. But did you remember after the bug incident?
Oh, the insect meet and greet.
Yeah, after Koichi's little stunt, they were able to regather which monopads that Koichi brought.
Uh-huh.
And before they had time to try to figure out whose was who, which would have been a pain because they'd actually have to watch it because they all look identical.
Right.
Monodam showed up and went ahead and grabbed it and sorted it out for everyone in their respective rooms.
Oh, so Monodam put the rightful owner?
That's what I'm guessing. So, I know we haven't gotten there yet, but I'm just going to go ahead and say whoever did it is part of the insect meet and greet.
Oh, is one of the victims of the insect meet and greet?
Yes.
I understand your logic there, but it's flawed because Kokichi stole everybody's monopads, not just the people
Did he steal
present.
everyone's?
Yeah, he said he stole even the people who aren't here.
Oh.
So everybody should have theirs returned to them.
Oh. Well, that doesn't narrow it down at all.
No, it's good thinking, though. I forget, who was present at the insect meet and greet?
We had Himiko and Tenko.
Kokichi and Gonta, Shuichi, and Mugi. Was that everybody? I don't think Angie
Ryoma and Kaito got away.
I don't remember if Angie was there.
Gonta couldn't grab Kurumi. He's not strong enough.
Right.
Sorry.
Kaito's been missing since we got knocked out.
He could not grab Miyu either because she used her weapons.
I'm sure she invented something. I don't remember if Korekio or Angie were there.
And Kibo showed off a really cool function.
I swear I thought he was going to power up. I thought he was going to look like he does in his official art with like big shoulder pads, and he was going to power up and do something.
I'm surprised that took so much energy to play a cassette tape.
Magnetic tape.
Doesn't matter what the quality is right now.
So, I noticed something. A theme, a through line, a meme that has progressed through each of the games. The second I didn't notice this in the second game, but apparently it's now a recurring thing. The second chapter, you always unlock a swimming area. In the first game is when they unlocked the pool, which was somehow on the second floor of the school. The second game, we unlocked the second island had a beach house and a private beach to swim at. And now we unlocked a pool with a tiny amount of water in it, but nobody swam in it.
You really call that a swimming area?
It counts. I
mean, really, the only one who could use it would be Ryoma, right?
He's the only one short enough to swim in it. So you have a similar thought process to me that you think you stopped right after the daily life end card, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have the the Monokuma file this time.
Right.
Okay.
This time though, the whatchamacallit, the Monokuma report shouldn't reveal too much.
I think it's just going to say that, well, now his body's gone because it was eaten by piranhas.
So even if there was a post-murder inspection here, it won't reveal too much.
I think it's just going to reveal that he was drowned.
Well, he doesn't have any lungs left to check that, right? I mean, all the Monokuma files are autopsies, right? They don't reveal anything extra.
Okay. So we'll just have to assume that he was drowned? But he didn't have any... He could have
died in any other way.
He just didn't have any wounds that were bleeding at the time.
He was handcuffed.
He was handcuffed, but there were no wounds that polluted the water.
We don't know if he was dead beforehand, which I assume he was, or...
Absolutely.
If he died to piranhas.
Or it's magic.
Speaking of which, Himiko is probably in the clear for this murder.
Yeah. Himiko is going to be a huge roadblock in this murder because she
can't reveal a trick.
She can't reveal how the trick was done, but we're gonna find out from behind the scenes. I swore up and down that Himiko would be the victim when we did this, but they threw me a curveball.
Which means she's dying next chapter.
Yeah, she's probably gonna be part of the double murder. Before we get back into the actual case, there was something I noticed where they pointed out. Hirumi noticed it when we broke down the wall leading to Himiko's lab. The air inside the hallway was stagnant.
As if no one's been in there for a really long time.
Yeah, so there's been a time skip. I'm not sure how many years or how long they're talking about, but there's been a long amount of time, which I really should have guessed from like all the plants growing inside the school, between their capture and this killing. I don't know if they want us to take for granted from the previous two games that the cast were friends and then had their memories taken away. They're killing their friends. I assume that's the case, but they probably want me to do that until they explicitly make it clear. Oh, about that cold open and the possibility that everybody's dead. I'm pretty sure this was not the case in the first two games, but we have a rule in the school rules, rule number 16, regarding when the killing game stops due to lack of players.
Oh, when there's two left?
Oh, rule number 6, excuse me. Yeah, only 2 people remain, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't brought up as a circumstance in the first 2 games because we knew the game was going to end beforehand.
And did you notice the newest rule?
About swimming?
Yeah, that was added in by the Monokubs, not Monokuma, by the way.
Yeah, they popped up when we got there. It was no swimming at night.
Oh no, it was no touching the water.
No swimming or touching the water at night. I believe it says both. I think the Monokubs would tell us if they killed Ryoma.
Oh, yeah, if that was the case, that wouldn't be a murder.
Yeah.
But I think that establishes a timetable. so that Ryoma couldn't have been like killed overnight or something.
Because we haven't seen Ryoma since before the meet and greet, right?
Since he escaped from Gonta.
Mm-hmm. That was the
I believe
last.
so.
Okay, so he could have been killed. There was like, how long were they trapped in the meet and greet while Kokichi was supposed to be stealing those monopads? Hours?
I believe by that time, though, it was already
by the time he got
nightfall.
By the time he got back, it was like 11 p.m.
Yeah, I believe when he saw Super Gonta outside, though, it was already night.
That was the previous night, wasn't it?
Was it?
I
don't remember how long he was knocked out for.
Because when he goes out, when Kaito knocks on his door and he goes outside, it's nighttime.
Oh, and it was probably the next morning by the time he woke up, and by the time he was able to escape, it was probably,
Because then they wouldn't have made a big deal about it taking Kokichi so long if it was already nighttime. He got back. He was supposed to get back at like 9 and didn't get back till 11. So there's a huge time frame when all these people have an alibi and all these other people don't.
So Ryoma could have died then or the morning of.
Mm-hmm. Does it say what time the pool becomes accessible again?
I believe it just says no swimming at night. I don't think it's ever locked. You can go into the pool at any time.
No, I mean, at what time you're allowed to swim again?
I think as long as it's not quote-unquote night.
Okay, maybe that'll come up as a thing they'll force Monokuma to give an answer to. I wanted to talk about Maki's Ultimate Lab. What do you think's going on for the ultimate child bear giver?
So it was quite a nice door.
Mm-hmm.
That had some handles, a door frame.
Oh, and is that where the hidden monocub I couldn't find?
I do suspect Maki's lab is implicated in the murder, but not Maki herself.
Oh, you think it's something to do specifically with this case?
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was way more of an overarching mystery.
No.
Because everybody's going to... That's really suspicious, right? She's the child caregiver. The mono cubs are children. You're not allowed in her lab.
I don't know how suspicious that is. I assume she's hiding something in that lab, but I don't think she's a part of this murder.
No, I don't think she's a part of this murder. I think she's part of the killing game.
So you mentioned earlier that you and I had the same thought process, and I assume that is that the pool is the most suspicious place.
Oh yeah, where the drowning took place.
Yeah. You do recall, well actually I don't know if you looked at it or not, but the pool had a upper window that was not barred off.
Yeah.
But all the windows in the school that led towards a opening were barred.
Yeah.
And you couldn't remember any windows that weren't.
So whichever room connects to the pool house we don't have access to, unless it's Maki's lab.
Unless it's Maki's lab.
Because it is high up, and her lab is on the 3rd floor, right?
Right.
That's interesting. That would be why she would want to hide it, if she knew she had a clear vantage point of the pool for a murder.
I think someone else realized it, was able to get in while she was off guard. I don't know if she was hiding that window or if she was hiding something else in her lab.
I think she's hiding the lab's contents. I'm not sure that she's actually the ultimate child caregiver, as she claims to be. Maybe her methods are bad or something. Oh, I'm sure she's bad to the bone. Skeleton. Yeah, I'm guessing someone snuck peeks into her lab. They made a clear in Himiko's lab that they're not off limits to any student. Nope, you can walk right in. So anytime Maki was indisposed, did Gonta even make an attempt to... Did they mention that about the insects for Maki? Probably just... I don't remember. I think Maki just refused. And Gonta's a gentleman and wouldn't go in the lab when she said no. To go pick her up. Kurumi just said she was busy putting up decorations, so he couldn't do anything. She was hanging curtains or something. Yeah, her ultimate ability is too strong. That dedication. Going back to how I didn't know who the victim was going to be up until they showed me. They were flagging death flags all over the place for like half this cast. There was so much focus put on Kurumi and how all the cast is taking advantage of her now, and I thought, there's no way that dynamic's going to continue. Kurumi's clearly going to get killed. And then Angie is converting Himiko to Atua.
Yeah, anything that could possibly create a motive for anyone else would probably flag them for death, even if the person they're creating a motive for isn't the culprit. It's just for fake outs.
Tsumugi even told Himiko she was raising her death flag by saying she was under the divine protection of Atua. Maki was very suspicious with her lab. I thought she was going to get killed and we'd find something out post-mortem about her lab, which we still might if she's the culprit this time.
Korikyo is still not done too much.
Yeah, Korekio's just keeping real low-key. He's just reacting to other people some of the time.
I was getting dangerously suspicious when I did mention Kaito was going to be like that character who picks Suichi up when he's kind of fallen.
You did call that.
Yeah.
Now he's acting really suspicious, right?
But the thing is, it's set up so well. It's set up so much with Kaito at this point that I don't think he can be the murderer.
Yeah, because
it's too obvious.
He's also too genuine. Jumping back to, you got that key, so you got that secret scene in the motel area, right?
Yeah.
I got 2 secret scenes this chapter. Did you get 2 other ones?
Have
you played the Mono Machine?
I have exhausted it.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, I got both.
You got that one and the hotel, and that's it? Or both of the ones I got?
That one, the hotel, and the parasol.
Okay, so you got all the ones that I got as well.
Yes.
I think Kaito's too genuine of an idiot to like actually reveal to be a murderer now after his scene in the gambling casino. It was
he's gonna break even, then he'll stop for good.
It was that scene in the casino when Kaito lost the round of gambling twice. Ryoma won. I realized I really like this cast. Like, I had mixed feelings about the second game's cast mid-game. It wasn't until like the reveals that I was able to appreciate them. I really enjoy just watching this cast interact. And now Ryoma's gone.
He was the most mature out of everybody.
Oh, Kaito?
No, Ryoma. Yeah. I thought Ryoma was going to fill the same role that like Togami did.
Yeah. He was like the only serious boy character. Like, who do we even have left that can get that stereotype? Who's going to be like our rival, our foil?
Is Kokichi's just gonna stop messing around?
No, I think
he's gonna actually get angry at the game and get serious here.
No, it looks like he's got a way to go. Last time I predicted that Gonta would be the victim. I still thought that he could be, up until the fact that he was present at the magic show.
What if there was some kind of a dummy or something inside the pool and he just jumped in to try to save it?
Oh, that was the plan?
And then the murderer is whoever placed the dummy.
Oh.
Gonta, why did you just freeze like that? Well, I guess it was pretty shocking, but...
Oh, they were trying to create a fake double murder by getting Gonta to jump in.
Gonta looking at Ryoma, so you knew something was wrong, but you couldn't figure out what until the curtains were pulled.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a fake out. I didn't expect the victim to be in that tank. I thought he was just going to be surprised that...
There's no one in there.
Yeah, the fact... Whatever the trick behind the trick was, he was going to see that. Just be, like, amazed by the fact that... Like, how did you get that trick rope in there? It's magic!
From the start, though, we actually didn't see the entirety of the tank, because there was the portion where the curtain was at rest.
Which is where somehow the body was contained. So however Himiko did this trick, it involves her not getting in the tank at all. She would have noticed then. And when she came out of the trick, she didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. I like the hat jump, though.
The hat jump?
Yeah, when her new pose.
Oh, did she? Oh, I don't remember that.
With the reveal. With both her arms in the air and her hat above her head.
That sounds... Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah.
I'm glad she survived to see another trial with that animation. So, Kaito, we haven't seen him since then, and they were setting him up pretty heavily to be what I expected to happen, because there was a line right after the first workout session.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember this? Koichi mentions, at that time, I didn't realize how dangerous it could be to trust somebody here. I thought Kaito was going to attempt to murder him, or attempt to frame him for murder.
He's too stupid for that.
Yeah, but he's just too stupid, so I don't know what Shuichi was talking about. Referring to trusting Kaito, unless Kaito's the culprit.
We haven't started this investigation yet, and it could still break Danganronpa's last 2 games convention, and we can see a double murder here.
Yeah, I was also thinking about that.
We haven't gone to the pool yet.
Oh my god, somebody was drowned in the pool, somebody was drowned in the tank, and the bodies were swapped. I think
magic.
that was the trick, the real trick. So I think Kaito has a hand in this murder. Just on that line alone, it seems like Kaito has to be involved in the murder. Maybe he's too stupid to actually pull it off, but he tried. I didn't think Ryoma would die. I thought they were being too blatant about it, how he said he wanted to die and then changed his mind.
I think I was kind of in denial. I didn't want Ryoma to die.
Do you see do you say Ryoma's dislike on his character profile?
That is oddly specific.
Oh no, what was Rontaro's dislike?
Cars.
Oh, okay, that's not applicable. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I didn't want Ryoma to die either, so... Which is the same reason I'm not going to predict Himiko's death. Everybody else can... I want the last 2 to be Ryoma and Himiko.
I know it's a bit too late, but the free times, they got cleared when we switched characters.
Oh.
I did not pay attention to that.
Oh, until, the friendships?
Yeah, until I couldn't free time anymore.
Oh, so you wanted to go back and try again with somebody you've already done?
I was gonna just try to meet everybody first, but I realized I'm never gonna get a chance to talk to Ryoma at all.
Oh, I talked to Ryoma. I had a free time with him.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I had a ways to go.
Got a ways to go.
We talked about tennis, and he secretly wants to play tennis, though he tries to act too... I also spent free time twice with Kirumi. Not because I wanted to, I just have the policy of wherever I stop looking for hidden monocubs, the first person I bump into is the person I free time with, and that happened to be Kirumi twice. So maybe that's why I was more skewed into thinking Kirumi was going to murder somebody, because I spent so much time with her.
Well, I mean, she still could have.
Yeah, I don't trust Kirumi at all.
The ones who set up stuff, had a hand in helping, are probably also suspect here.
Yeah, Angie is being blatantly suspicious.
I think Angie's just always suspicious.
In my opinion, I think she's always suspicious.
The ones who helped set up, they were, of course, Himiko and Angie, Kirumi,
Tanko there?
I think Miyu helped set up some stuff. I don't know if Tanko... I don't remember if Tanko did. I think it was Kaito and Kibo.
Kaito wasn't there.
It wasn't Kaito?
Kaito wasn't there.
It was Kibo and another boy.
Kibo and Gonta, maybe?
Maybe.
No, I think it was 2 weak boys. Gonta wouldn't have needed Kibo's help. Maybe it was Korekio?
Maybe?
It could have been Kaito, because he set it up beforehand.
Yeah,
But I don't see Kibo killing anybody.
I do.
What?
We don't know what was in those motive videos.
So you think somebody... Well, obviously the motive videos are the motive for this murder, right?
Right. So everybody has a motive.
but they weren't returned to
Whoever watched those things.
respective owners until
everyone got back to their rooms.
Everybody else swapped theirs before the insect meet and greet. The people that didn't want to keep a hold. No, they explained that. They explained that because everybody wasn't sure
who had theirs.
Yeah.
Well, except for Smoogie.
What did Smoogie say?
Gonta has hers.
Oh, Gonta told her that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, you're not supposed to tell. That's how they established it.
Okay. So we had Kaito's.
It does not necessarily mean that Kaito had ours.
And does not necessarily mean the odds are 1 in 14 that somebody actually got their own to begin with.
But yeah, everybody has a motive this time around. Everybody potentially has a motive this time
Everybody
around.
But Shuichi, unless they did it to us in a blue text without telling us. We didn't notice that I watched everything that was sitting in my room and went to bed. So at this juncture, if you had to pick a culprit,
Kibo.
Why Kibo? Because they went through the trouble of explaining that he can go underwater?
Because he can't drown himself, because he's waterproof, I guess, because he has a cool voice recording function that I bet's gonna have some kind of implication.
Oh my, you're right. That probably is gonna come up.
Because they can't just show that off and not use it during the trial.
Well, I always go in with the mindset that everything is set up. Everything is establishing facts for purposes of the murder. And it was true in the first chapter. Even the stuff I didn't think was going to come up did. So his memory function's going to come up. People that could kill Ryoma, like physically could kill Ryoma, because he's not. Gonta couldn't catch him. So says Gonta. I'm not sure that Kibo, unless Kibo's hiding his true power, I don't think Kibo has the strength or the agility around
Kibo
Ryoma.
could have caught him off guard. Kibo could have parroted someone else.
He could have, used his record. Would Ryoma have fallen for that? Clever.
Maybe Kibo has Ryoma's motive video, and he was able to parrot something from Ryoma's motive video.
That's true.
That would have drawn him in.
It would have used up too much electricity, actually. You would have just found Kibo's. Oh my god, are we going to find Kibo's powerless body? I think it's a murder.
I don't think it counts if he can still be fixed or recharged.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a fake out. Kibo can't be the victim. Or Kibo can't be the culprit this time.
Robots can't be murdered.
We haven't done that yet. Unless we'll just find that during the investigation. Yeah, maybe Kokichi does it and it's not even counted as a crime. So Kokichi's pretty much innocent, right? He can't be a murderer?
Yeah, I don't think Kokichi can be a murderer. He can be a victim, maybe.
I'm not so sure. I think he has to be like constantly there to stir the pot.
He's the only Togami right now.
He's the closest thing to a Togami. He's also the closest thing to a Nagito, something that causes unrest during the group. Because you have to have an agitator in there. We've
lost Rentaro first thing, and I think Kokichi is like the only thing that we have right now that is a character who kind of understands the game.
Yeah, because that's what Togami and Nagito and Fuyuhiko had, is somebody that can understand what's going on in the trial. Somebody has. There are two people in every trial that have to know more than the protagonist does.
And they have to be opposing to the protagonist as well.
Not always. They have to be one that has to assist, and one has to be like smug about it. Chiaki and Kirigiri they always knew more than us, but they were happy to assist us.
We don't have an assistant anymore.
Yeah, we don't have.
I don't. Kaito is not gonna.
Yeah, Kaito doesn't understand anything. We've had to lose like 1 million mono coin. Should have been save scumming.
The mono machine actually is quite hard to lose. Or not the mono machine. The slot machines are really hard to lose money at.
Yeah, I ended up with a slight profit overall. Like
the
30 coins.
Thing about it is, you'll consistently make enough to float, but you'll only get gains when you line up the mono cups for 200, or get the
free spins.
The sevens and the wilds. Even the free spins aren't that much.
Yeah, I didn't get any Monokuma 777, so I didn't ever win big.
Yeah, it's 1,000 wilds, 800 whiff. The lining up the mono cups is 200, but you'll float on lining up mono cups with wilds for 16. So as long as you keep playing, you eventually make a profit. Just by chance, by hitting those 200, 800s, and 1,000s.
I'm pretty sure that I never hit anything except mono cup with wilds, because I only walked away with 30 plus. If I had to pick a victim or a culprit for this murder, Kaito's too. They're setting up Kaito too much, but then he has that line about trusting people here. I think it has to be a girl, right? Can't have that much of an imbalance.
I mean,
in the
we
cast.
had a girl last time, right?
Logic dictate that the killer is Hirumi.
I'm still going with Kibo.
Well, I'm glad we're not in agreement. So we have twice the chance of being right.
I'm saying definitely Maki's room in the pool implicated.
Huh? There's also a room that doesn't have like a mysterious object next to it, as far as I remember. It's like a black and white checker door.
Oh, that looks like an ultimate lab, and that looks like it is probably Kokichi's lab.
It's not an ultimate lab because the door doesn't follow the same shape. It's a round door, and the other ones are all like, square with like 2 lines going down on the side. But it could lead to Kokichi's just because it has the same as his. Oh, he doesn't actually have that cape in game. This is official art would dictate.
Or the hat.
Or that hat.
No, it's in his ultimate lab.
Oh, okay. Also, the pink button that goes on his vest instead of that brown one. Did you notice if his blue button popped off after Mono Kid died?
No.
You didn't notice?
No.
Oh. You should go check it. Also, this chapter is called A Thin Line Divides Heaven and Hell, which immediately made me think something was going to happen to Angie, or with Angie. The only thing that pertained to that title so far is Angie made an offhand remark about turning this place into their own heaven, and her steps to do that was to have a magic show from Miko. So if Angie saw the pool and then started to groom Himiko so that she could get Himiko to start a magic show with a water tank because she had plans for the murder, it seems like Angie's going to be the culprit.
I mean, Angie has a pretty good idea here. I mean, you just sit around, you pray, and Atua lets you prosper.
Oh my
god. Don't have to do anything.
Ryoma fell into that tank of his own accord.
Just sitting there praying?
Atua did hit.
We also had the big reveal that Atua is a handsome man.
Do you think Atua is real? Is that going to be a thing? Yeah, now I'm torn.
Deity of despair.
Oh no, is Atua an anagram?
No.
Acronym?
Maybe.
Let's see, what is Junko's initials? AU? No? Okay. So before the investigation, I'm torn between Angie and Kirumi, but Kirumi is just so vicious. Me, I think it's Kirumi. Though it does make more plot sense, just looking at the murder, say it's Angie that did it.
Yeah, it makes absolute sense that it was Kibo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kibo, the good robot who can't even power up, was able to take out the tennis pro.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure that it's Kirumi now, because they made point that Gonta couldn't even take down Kirumi strength-wise.
Well, that's because Gonta couldn't overcome her dedication. Not that Kirumi is stronger than Gonta.
Also, Kirumi was cleaning everybody's rooms. Probably had access to everybody's mono pads way before.
I'm sure they're setting up Kirumi as a murderer, but I don't think this chapter.
Oh, you think it's gonna be chapter 3 as per tradition?
I don't know when. I don't see Kirumi in this murder.
She reminds me a lot of Celeste. was the third culprit in the first game, as somebody who's putting on this fake personality to groom the cast into just complacency.
I don't think she would be an ultimate maid if that was a fake personality.
I think she's the ultimate maid, but she's using it for nefarious purposes. I think she was using it for nefarious purposes as a regular ultimate maid before the killing game. In my opinion, she's a bad woman.
You can always trust the maid.
Yeah, the butler never did it, I think is the common trope.
It was actually a hidden doorway, hallway that connected the pool to the gym, and just pull on this book.
No, we can solve this murder easily if we just dust for prints. Oh my god, all these prints have been cleaned. Something about a hot pot? I don't know.
This case is a wash.
Oh, what if he was drowned in a washing machine?
What if he was drowned in a hot pot?
He would fit in a washing machine.
He would fit in a pot.
I think get him in handcuffs. Handcuffed in the front of his body. Okay, this is for next time.
Maybe he did that to himself. Maybe someone like convinced him to hold himself up, like create his own jail sentence or something out of guilt.
Yeah, I think
even this school is too much freedom for him or something.
He explicitly said he did not want it.
Yeah, but he still does want to repent for his crimes. He's not running away from that.
I'm not sure he feels guilt about those crimes.
That's why he can't play tennis.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he just wasn't very good.
He does not have a ways to go.
Wait a minute. Oh, what is that on his official art behind his leg? Is that a pair of handcuffs? What is that?
Maybe it's a ball and chain?
Oh, because he's kind of like a prisoner? Did he have the handcuffs on him?
I mean, he has a handcuff thing on his hat.
Those are tennis rackets.
Those tennis rackets?
I thought they were.
Oh.
That would explain if everything just doesn't come from the warehouse. That would explain the handcuff situation. Unless were those in the Ultimate Magician Lab?
I don't remember them in the Ultimate Magician's Lab.
Just thinking about
an item from there, but I don't remember seeing them.
Thinking about execution sequences. Wouldn't it be cool if the Ultimate Magician got executed? That'd be a cool CG sequence.
It would.
Get like an Iron Maiden, doves checking out her eyes.
And then, like, at the end of the entire thing, she just reappears completely fine and gets shot.
Oh, yeah, that's good. She's definitely the culprit. I thought you were too lazy.
Everything points to Kibo.
Everything's coming up Kibo. Well, then on that note...
So long. Farewell.
Bye, Anara.